No.
I was at the
That
casino.
reaction, that reaction just told me you didn't watch the game.
The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Let me take away.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Summit. I'm Antonio Perez, joined as always by Danny Code, DC, UPenn's finest, and Chris Culture, CB Culture Boy. We have another great episode for you guys today. Me and Danny are going to go over the defensive back prospects in this year's NFL Draft. We're also going to be doing some Game One overreactions from the NBA playoffs, as you have to do it. You have to completely overreact to Game One. And then we're going to all give our finals predictions, and then Danny's got an NFL player that we're going to play a little game at the end. But before any of that, you have to do Summit's Plummets. Danny, I think I know your Summit, but I'm going to let you say it anyway.
My Summit's beautiful. You see this jersey right here? He's got free tickets to the Sixers playoff game. You cannot turn them down. So
not at
I'm
all.
going right after the Summit.
For sure. And then do you have a Plummet, or is that just Trump everything?
My Plummet is, I think I hurt my trap. Personal
that's
Plummet.
Garbage. That's garbage. I hope you feel better.
Markel Fultz type injury.
Ooh.
Oh, man. That jumper. I might fix a jumper for all we know. All right, but swing it to Chris. Chris, what's the Summit and Plummet of the week?
My Summit's obviously Lakers winning, going up 1-0. I had a lot of talk with a lot of people saying all this blah, 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 bull crap. And look up 1-0 for the Lakers. That's my Summit. My Plummet is seeing the injuries yesterday for the playoff game.
Oh, man, that's horrible. That's horrible.
Seeing Ja hurt his hand, seeing Tyler Hero break his hand, and seeing Giannis.
Ja don't know how to land, bro.
Yeah, he has to take some landing classes. Yeah, that was crazy. So that's my Plummet, because that was just rough to see. Because I mean, all the whole year for people. I know Hero was out; he missed a little bit of time, but Giannis is pretty healthy most of the year. But it was rough seeing that yesterday, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it sparks a lot of controversy about the charge, because I mean, like, the charge is like, it could be very good in some instances, and in this instance, it's like they'll get set as soon as the guy takes off, and you don't blame either guy. I just think it's an overall dangerous for both of them. But my Summit. I guess you say, Celtics winning is not really a Summit. It's common knowledge that was going to happen. My Summit is Kawhi Leonard and Russell Westbrook.
Bro shot.
I've never had.
What?
You had to watch the game. You didn't watch the game.
I watched the game.
No.
That
reaction just told me you didn't watch the game. Because if you watched the game,
he played hustle.
You did it.
He hustled. He did his thing.
Was the clutchest player down the stretch. He had 3 big offensive boards, 2 clutch free throws, and blocked Devin Booker and saved the ball while Devin Booker was being a crybaby.
All right, can I tell you
Screw the shooting stuff. Right. He was that last night.
Can I tell you what? Russell Westbrook is literally PJ Tucker, but he thinks he can shoot.
He's a better playmaker. He's a better playmaker. He's a better playmaker. He's way too dynamic with the ball in his hands to be PJ Tucker. I'll not accept the disrespect. You're a former man. How can you do this?
Russell Westbrook in this age of his career is
prime Draymond.
Marcus Smart with more shot attempts, more big bad shots. Marcus Smart with bad more shot attempts.
Y'all are ruthless. Oh man. Well, Marcus Smart, reigning defensive player of the year, but me and Danny are going to be talking about some defensive backs. So we're switching the sport for a little bit. I know, like, the NFL draft and the NBA playoffs, like, ultimately colliding, but we got to give you content of both.
Yeah,
Danny,
we're going from steals to interceptions.
Ooh.
Yes, because interceptions are steals in a way.
Exactly.
Does that mean pass breakups are blocks? Anyway, Danny, I think we're both in the idea that it could be 1 or 2 dudes who's the best in the class. Personally, I have Gonzalez. I think his hips
there's 3 dudes.
You think there's 3? All right. Well, I'm going to start with my best. Mine's Gonzalez. Them hips are smooth as butter, and I think he's the most lockdown corner potential in this class. And that's honestly all I really got to say about him. That's just
Yeah.
what he is.
My best is also Gonzalez. This man is lengthy. He plays press coverage great. Sometimes he looks like he just he lags behind a little bit in certain aspects of his game. But he's lengthy. He provides that physicality, and he's going to be able to. I guess the only thing you could say that he doesn't do is make these hard hits like Witherspoon, but he still hits a little hard. I think he's the best in the class coverage wise, and I'm actually going to go highest ceiling. Highest ceiling
Go
is the
ahead.
one whose dad is an All Pro, ex All Pro. The team his dad coaches might even draft him. This Pittsburgh Steelers, Joey Porter Jr. His length is phenomenal. He could play safety, corner, slot. He could play whatever you want him in the secondary. Joey Porter Jr. is what you want for a cornerback. He is the optimal cornerback in today's NFL, and you don't want to play with him. This guy boxed out some of the best wide receivers in college football last year, including Marvin Harrison Jr.
I disagree. I don't think he played Marvin Harrison Jr. all too well, but I'll get to that in a second. If we're going to go highest ceiling, I think Deontay Banks has a very strong argument. I think he could be very, very special. He performed really well at the combine. I thought he had a very good season. Just an overall special. He could be a very special player. But if I guess going from high ceiling to bust, my bust was Joey Porter. I don't like how stiff his hips can be. But I will say I do respect how physical he is because I think that's going to translate to the NFL. I'm not guaranteeing the bust. I don't think he should go round one, maybe. He does have poor recovery speed, which was shown against Marvin Harrison Jr. because if he fails to get hands on somebody, then he's lagging behind. However, it doesn't happen a lot. I don't know. Joey Porter should be a little more polarized in my opinion. I think he's a second rounder though. I do think he's a second rounder. I do see someone jumping the gun on him though. Maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the Steelers could probably make it work because great franchise over there.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on my next prospect for a bust, right? Like, I think he's not going to be a bust, but like his value's fallen off so much, and people have kind of like realized like what he's actually is. Like he was projected to be a top 10 pick at one point, and now he's going to go in the second or third round, which is Keely Ringo. It's just really surprising. I think he busted pre-draft.
That's what she said.
Well, he did a what pre-draft?
That's what she said.
Pre-draft.
That's exactly what she said. I've been waiting for it. That's what she said.
It's just very unfortunate. He busted pre-draft. So we're gonna move on. And
no, wait, Danny. Wait before you move on. I do have one thing to say about Keely Ringo. I was just gonna ask you, literally. I was gonna ask both of you guys about what you guys thought about Keely Ringo because early in the year, like you just said, I had seen him like going top 10 in some drafts, so like, or even going just first round in general. So I was like wondering, like, what do you guys think was the thing that like made him? Well, DC did share that he busted very early, so that's not good. But what else made him
prematurely?
You don't really know.
No way.
Content. This is A1. But yeah, I really didn't ask him because I seen him in so many like mock drafts going round one. Now I see him like damn near off up until like maybe round 3 or 4 I've seen. So what do you guys think?
Yeah.
What the reason why?
I think it is bad pro day. He didn't test well at the combine. He ran a little slower than people thought he was going to do. He couldn't catch a ball. It looked like he was like a toddler running around with a toy. And, that's the real reason. He just looked like he was horrible. But when he plays football, he looks good.
He run like a tall iguana. He run like
does.
a iguana at human size, bro. I don't, and that's another thing. Like a lot of these guys, like Tank Dell, for example, performed horribly at the combine, but he looks good in film. Like he does look good, and same with Ringo. But yeah, I'm off the Ringo train. Like he just, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, he kind of just looks like a human-sized iguana. Like he moves funky. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But
do we gotta
keep it in? We're gonna go sleeper. I'm gonna go sleeper.
Yeah, that's what, yep.
People are sleeping on him because he's 160 pounds. It's Emmanuel Forbes. If this kid puts on 15 pounds, I don't care, bro. Like they say, Smitty's too undersized. If you can ball, you can ball. This guy hits hard. He runs fast. He plays hard. He plays fast. And you see what Dion says: you play fast, you play hard, you're gonna win. And this kid's a winner.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Emmanuel Forbes is definitely someone that might not test well, but like you if you watch the
He ran
film,
a 4.26
pretty
though,
good.
didn't he?
Yes, his measurables in terms of
Oh,
testing,
yeah.
like his height, weight, that's not going to look good. My sleeper is Cam Smith out of South Carolina.
He's very tough.
Um,
He's very tough.
yeah, I think he's very good. And I think around that cornerback 4 spot, it could start to rotate a lot. Like
You know who else
I
is
do
tough,
my
man? DJ Turner.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like at that 4 spot, it could just start rotating a lot.
Take your shot in the second, third
'Cause, like,
round. Take your shot at the corner. You
it-
might hit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like maybe at the 10 spot for the Eagles, because Eagles fans are obsessed with Bijan Robinson for some weird reason. Where in the later rounds we can get like an A Chain or a Gibbs or a Charbonnet. But same thing with corner. Could we at 10 take Gonzalez or Witherspoon, or could we just sit back and go get a Deontay Banks or a Cam Smith or a DJ Turner? I don't know.
I don't
But
think
I think
anyone
the Eagles have
wants the Eagles to take Bijan though. I don't think Eagles fans want that. I think analysts want the Eagles to convince Eagles fans that they're getting Bijan Robinson.
Eagles fans that think we like must have won the Super Bowl already think that they should take, like, they think that 10 is the 10's not the luxury pick. 31 or 30 is the luxury pick. 10 is a real chance to get a day one contributor. Because
Exactly.
I
You're not
love
getting
Jordan
Nolan
Davis.
Smith at 30. Sorry, you're not getting if you get Nolan Smith at 30 and Bijan at 10, it should be the opposite.
No, exactly. Like no one in the next 20 picks are going to win Bijan. You can get him so much later. And for the way we run our system, you could get Gibbs in round 3. You can get A Chain, a good change of pace back in round 3.
I think Gibbs might wind up falling to like the bro.
All right.
You can see like the team like the Saints taking him at the end of round 1. The Saints net would always do some stupid shit like that.
We're getting Deuce Vaughn in round 7, and I'm cool with that.
Yep, for sure.
But rolling into
Hey guys, before we move on to the next one, I want to give one shout out because I only know this player because he was on Last Chance U. Rajon Wright from Oregon State. I've seen him in a lot of like top 15 corners, not necessarily saying where he's going to get drafted at, but Rajon Wright was fun to watch on Last Chance U, and I kind of followed his career a little bit when he first got to Oregon State. I know he had a brother that went there too, so I was wondering if you guys had known about Rajon Wright at all, or if he had even hit you guys' radar as far as that, because I've seen him in like top 15, but not necessarily going high in the draft at all. But he's a player that I had seen a lot just because of watching the show, and I kind of followed him a little bit.
Like that.
I didn't even know he was like actually in the draft this year. That's so insane, because I remember like he broke his foot, I believe, in the show. Yep. But like that season, a lot of people were like very not impressed because they didn't make playoffs. But it was a lot of characters to follow. The best player on the team like essentially ruined any shot he had at a scholarship because like he had to play out of position. That white boy was horrible. And I was like, no, what, brother, I was in your shoes. You don't understand what the coach is telling you, but I do now. Like example, he was told stop getting pushed to the sideline. And he's like, but I'm open. I'm like, I'm looking back at it now. I'm like, wow, bro, I suffer from the same stuff. You just got to listen. But anyway, we're talking some game one overreactions. I posted a little video about mine, but the Cavs, I mean, maybe I was wrong. Their bench is like a serious issue.
I told you, Knicks in 7, man.
That's a negative.
Y'all said Knicks in 6. Y'all said Knicks in 6.
I believe I said 7.
Y'all both said 6. Y'all both said 6. Y'all not pulling this on me. Y'all both said 6.
Well, I'm sticking with Knicks in 6. I'm sticking.
I'll stick with it in 6.
Yeah,
I thought I said 7.
Yeah,
sorry.
no, but seriously though, I mean, Donovan Mitchell played an otherworldly game, as everyone knew he would, because he's one of the top 5 playoff risers in the NBA. The success doesn't come with. He did, because his supposed like arguably best front court in the NBA couldn't hold Julius Randle. Like, I mean, that's no easy task anyway. But yeah, the bench is so unserious. Garland
having 1 assist was rough. Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, like no,
because he's the reason why they can get involved. The Mobleys and Allens of the world, because he's passing the ball. If he only has 2 assists for the whole game, they're in trouble.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
They just need a real like a real step up.
Yeah.
Garland, we need that 25 and actually not even 25 and 10 Garland. We just need like 18 and 10 Garland.
There you
We
go.
need him to get
Yeah.
other players involved. We need him to make sure the bench is maximizing its potential. Like you might have to keep Garland and Mitchell and run with the bench, even though if it requires, I don't know how much you want to run small ball. If the Knicks run a lineup with Randall at center, which I don't know how much they've really done this year, then maybe you could. But and then another problem is Chetty can't guard a traffic cone. I'm afraid,
Yeah.
and y'all know
They
I
need a
love my
Levert
guy.
game over there in Cleveland.
Yeah,
They need
they
a
can't-
Levert game. They need a
Um,
Levert
Yeah,
game.
but
They need
y'all
like 25
y'all know with every 40-point Levert game comes a 2-point game.
Oh, exactly. He's had a couple.
Y'all,
2-pointers.
come on,
They
y'all
need
know
him.
y'all know
They need him for 40.
he dropped 40 on the Celtics and dropped 1 next game. Promise
Not
you.
surprised.
He's yeah. Y'all got Danny. Do you have a wicked overreaction in your head right now?
yeah, my overreaction has been stirring for a second. It's that the Heat can't lose this series. I think the overreaction is, oh, Giannis is gonna come back and the Heat are just gonna like be put on to all. No, the Heat can win this series with Giannis not playing, with him playing, without him playing. Giannis. Here's the thing: the Miami Heat have beat the Bucks before. They know what to do.
They also got
Giannis.
swept. They also got swept by him in their
They
most
did.
recent matchup, in the most
Yes.
like correlated version of this team. No, I see where you're coming from. And I don't think that's it's not like an overreaction because people think playoff Jimmy is a thing. Guys,
No, it's not even
Jimmy
that
Butler,
though, bro. Don't I tell you, the Heat are a team that like in the whole season, people are just like they stink, like they shouldn't be in the playoffs.
they do
They
do stink.
Yeah, but like if they just play a little bit of defense, they have stars, they have talent.
I think Hero being
I
out
think-
gonna hurt.
I-
Though. I think that's
Hero, yes.
Yeah.
If Hero's out and Giannis is in, I think it's over for him.
The Hero. I
Yeah,
think
but-
his hand's
well,
broken.
Hero's done.
Oh,
Hero's done. He broke his
Yeah, I
hand.
think his
He's
hand's
done.
broken. Yeah, his hand's broken. He might be out.
Ice that bitch up and put him in.
It's over. It's over. He not on that Kobe time. No, I see where you're coming from, but I'm here to put a fat stamp on the Jimmy Butler playoff thing. Like playoff Jimmy's a real thing. He's a playoff elevator, yes, but it is exaggerated.
Yeah, I'm
Like
with
I
you.
said, like I said last week, he got swept by the Bucks 2 years ago and put up less points than Brian Forbes in a playoff series.
Yeah.
A couple of years back, when he was the man in Minnesota, put up less than 16 points per game in a playoff series. He was the 8th seed, but I don't care.
That team was
Like-
boogie, sorry.
Yeah, Game 7 against Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors shot horribly. The only person who actually shot pretty good that game was JJ
Ben
Redick.
Simmons.
And then last season, and then last year, he had 3 games under 15 points against the Celtics. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was a
that's
little
rough.
banged up, but are you serious? less than
Are you
15
serious?
points? Are you for real? And then with the game on the line, you make this epic comeback at home. Game 7, all you have to do is hit a hezzy on Al Horford, and you're going to win the game. And you pull up for 3, a shot you don't take, and you brick it. Why?
Yeah.
What? He
That was a
look,
little
he is a top 5 playoff elevator. Like, in my opinion, no order. LeBron, Kawhi, Mitchell, Butler, and
Giannis.
KD,
I
bro.
would say Giannis. I would say Giannis.
Giannis or AD. I think they're both excellent picks for playoff
Wait.
risers.
Are we not talking about Steph Curry?
I don't think he makes
Steph-
anybody else better. He just plays better. I don't think anybody else follows.
Steph Curry is a playoff. I don't know. The dude is just always good. I mean, like the other guys are, of course, always good, but like,
If it's
I don't
game
know.
6,
I've
I'm
never
choosing
heard
playoff.
anyone say. I've never heard
You wanna
anyone
talk
say
about-
playoff Curry.
Yeah, I feel that. But you know who I'm talking about as who should be up there in that list? It might be pretty damn soon. Is Mikal Bridges. Put some respect on his goddamn name.
No,
Not yet.
no.
Not yet.
And you know
He
why
gotta
I'm
do
not.
something.
And you know
He
why
gotta
I'm
win a
not.
game against the Sixers.
He
It's
had
gonna be rough.
23 points in the first half against Philly, and then dropped
he
a
was
whopping
tough.
7 in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Come
I
on,
feel.
man.
I
He's
had
still
a game
in
one overreaction too.
Credit to him. He is. They got no shot in this series. That's why I had him in the Sixers in 4 games. But no, I mean, Mikal Bridges could be special real soon. But here's the thing: if you guys see a player have a good game, just refresh Twitter 3 times, and I promise you'll see that player getting compared to Jason Tatum. 1,000%. I got guys. I got in the last couple weeks, I've seen Shea over Tatum. What I love Shea. CB loves Shea. Danny loves Shea. Come on, no. Like Jason Tatum has been a top 8 player in the world at worst this year. It's unreal. The disrespect is unreal. I seen someone. I'm hoping they were trolling. They said Mikal over Tatum. Like, oh, what does Jason Tatum do better than Mikal Bridges? I don't know. Everything that's not defense, and the gap between that is smaller than any other gap Tatum has over them Bridges. Like,
I want you.
Anyway, I'm getting some steam off. But Chris, do you have a filthy game 1 overreaction?
Of course I do. And I'll raise your point. I think Mikal Bridges does one thing better than Tatum, and that's cut. I think Mikal Bridges is the best cutter in the NBA, but nobody really cares about that side about it. But my game 1 overreaction is this. For all the people, Tone included, who think the Clippers have a chance now after they won game 1. That is the biggest overreaction. Suns in 6 still, and I'll tell you why.
Suns in 5, bro.
Hell of a game. Kawhi played a hell of a game. And even though I'm the biggest Kawhi hater you'll probably find, I got to give respect to that game because he played really well. He scored really well. He was efficient. And he did the things that I said I didn't think he would do. He helped make the Clippers better. 5 assists, yeah, that's cool. But just his presence in that game was what I was looking for. Him making everybody else better, giving them a chance to be able to do it. Shout out to Ty Lue, too, for not keeping Kawhi just in the mid-post, moving around the court hard to double him, all that type of stuff. But I will say this. I don't think the Suns played a good game, and it was still really close. I don't think they played a good game.
I think their starters played a good game, but that bench,
as a whole, and I don't think their bench is good. But I think
Torrey Craig was their third best player.
Yeah, and that's gross. I think they'll get a lot better after that. I think they'll get a lot better after that, like bench wise. So I think Suns still in 6, but I do want to. The people who were telling me. I seen a lot. I got some tweets that said on Twitter like, "I told you wrong. Clippers in 7." I'm like, and I want to pull up what you said, Tony. Your master class on speaking. When you say a team in 7, that means you really don't believe it. I did pull that on them.
Exactly.
Thank you for your help. And yes, I think Suns in 6 still. So that's my overreaction.
And if you're unbiased, like me looking at Cavs Knicks, if I say Cavs in 7, I think it could go either way. I'm gonna side with the team that has the better player or whatever it is. But like if you're a Clippers fan and you're saying Clippers in 7, you have no confidence in your team. You're saying your team is going to lose 3 out of 7 basketball games. No. And look, hey, I never say the Clippers was winning the series. I said it. I did say if they had Paul George, Clippers in 7. But no, without him.
And then you said, let me double down. And then you said to me in DC, I remember this. I might not remember. I could be making it back up. But you said, you know what? Just because y'all slandering the Kawhi Leonard. Clippers in 7. That's what you told us, DC.
He did say that. He did say that.
No. I said.
He said if PG. He said if PG plays Clippers in 7. That's what he said.
You're right.
That is. Thank you. How that's also a little outlandish. Not gonna lie, but
I'm trying to stir the pot.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. It's cool to stir the pot because at the end of the day, Kawhi Leonard got one game when I was told he couldn't.
You did,
and we're gonna respect one of the best two-way players the league's ever seen. Yes.
The best two-way player is Shohei Ohtani.
Yes. They had him dripping on the mound. It was pouring and he was just out there. Like, get this dude out of here. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know, bro.
More game 1 overreactions. Kings Warriors, who they play tonight, so that by the time this is out, the Warriors could have just simply shut the Sacramento crowd up and won game 2. But let's overreact to game 1. Curry's a fraud. He can't make game winners. De'Aaron Fox is the clutchest player in the league. Malik Monk, that guy. Domantas Sabonis, fakest third best center in the league? Question mark.
Sorry to break it to you, Domantas, but you were trash. So you are not third anymore.
Is he trash after one game?
You are not him. You are not him. You are not him.
You are not him. But no, I think the Kings.
Clear. Sorry.
I think the Kings played pretty well, but I think the Warriors have a lot of Steph Curry.
That's exactly the thing, right? The Kings played well, and the Warriors played bad, and they only won off of Steph Curry missed 3.
And I think
that is true.
The Warriors have to work Wiggins back in. It's been a minute. Not saying they don't know how to play with him, but I mean, it's been a minute.
Wiggins looked like he was. He just got his controller for the first time in 3 months.
Yeah, he was sleepwalking. Yeah, once he figures it out, they'll be tough though.
Yeah, I think they'll end up being fine. But them Kentucky boys
Yeah,
really got it going this year. Shout out
they're
Malik Monk.
nice.
He was pretty good for
Uh,
the Lakers last year. I mean, just prices went up, and things happen. But
For certain.
he's been very good for Sacramento. If look, the Warriors are going to win their 2 home games. Like the 2 home games they will get. But I think you'd much rather steal game 2 that I don't know. I don't know if you'd rather. Let's assume they win their 2 home games. But if they lose game 2, then they're going back to Sacramento and it's tied. Maybe that's what you want with the momentum. Or you win this game, win your 2 home game. Actually, no. I guess it would make sense. Like, you could lose this one if you're the Warriors, but you absolutely have to get your home games. But, like, I think I can bet on that.
They got him.
Um,
They'll take care of it.
yeah. I think, but then they have to get game 5. Like, they have to, because, like, games are, could they get game
Bro,
7?
Can I tell you something so funny? Assuming the high seeds win, the Warriors go and play the Nuggets, and I think they'll take care of the Nuggets. And then they'll have to go play like the Lakers.
If the
No,
no,
Lakers
they would play the Lakers round 2 and then play the Nuggets and or Suns and or Clippers in the Western Conference Finals.
The
Look-
Warriors could easily be back, bro. They could easily be back in the finals. It's just
I disagree.
I fear DC missed the most important call yesterday. Mike Breen made LeBron James blocked by James 2.0 yesterday when he went and got Desmond Bain shot from glass. Also, too, Desmond Bain did tell Bron earlier this year. He told Bron earlier this year. He said nobody's scared of him footsteps anymore. Sorry, Desmond, but you got met at the rim, brother, and you can't make anything fadeaway threes.
Yeah,
sorry.
okay. He did get met at the rim, but then he went up and under on him the next time.
Sure did. And
tough.
guess what happened? This is 0-1. 1-0.
Yeah, that
I know, bro, but
yeah,
I
but
mean,
as
he
the
countered it.
playoffs,
No,
as the playoffs can like shake up, I don't know. The West just looks more and more open to me, but at the same time, I'm like, how many teams can really go win a championship? I think. See, and now the East is shaking up as well because if Giannis is hurt, then the Heat could win the next round and they go play the Knicks or Cavs, and one of them teams could definitely beat the Miami Heat fully healthy, and then. World has it. We're looking at a Celtics or Sixers versus like Knicks, Cavs,
Knicks,
or Heat. Like imagine a Sixers Knicks Eastern Conference Finals winner has to go get destroyed by LeBron James. That would just be funny. And it's funny because both of those cities LeBron was considering at one point in the 2010 or 2010 free agency.
Yeah.
He was, Knicks were a consideration. And then last time when he signed with the Lakers, they were all hyped. They was like, Bronny took a visit to Malvern Prep. He's coming to Philly. I'm like, he ain't going to play with Ben Simmons, dude.
Yeah,
No.
not a chance.
But with the process, that would have been something to say.
That would have been special.
Closest thing he's going to get to it is he's playing with Anthony Davis and they won a championship. So
Staying with the Sixers,
I
have my NBA Finals prediction coming
let's
up
roll into
right
him.
now.
Yeah,
right
let's
now.
roll into him.
My NBA Finals prediction: the 2 teams that you were just mentioning, the LA Lakers and the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers finally get over their big brother, the Boston Celtics, and this is a historic matchup. 2001 AI versus you know who. Come on, man. This would be a classic. LeBron, Embiid, AD, Harden. This would be a classic.
Daddy, give me a give me one reason as to why the Sixers could get past the second round.
Why?
Why?
Because if the Bucks fall out of the first round, the Sixers don't meet the Celtics, and then they get to meet them in the Eastern Conference.
The Sixers do meet the Sixers are meeting the Celtics regardless, 2-3 seeds. They mean them.
Oh, yeah, they don't reseed. I forgot. They don't reseed like the NFL.
Nope. 2-3 seeds on different sides of the bracket. Or well, the Celtics Sixers are on the same side of the bracket.
But yeah,
so
I still think they can get past the big brother, no matter what.
Do you got One reason as to why you think that.
Why? James Harden and Joel Embiid playing at full strength can beat any team in the league. And I'm talking about any team.
That's not bad.
You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's look up Jason Tatum's record against the Philadelphia 76ers.
I don't need to hear that. I'm saying the past. The past is the past.
Somebody to hear that.
I don't need to hear the past. I'm saying the now. If we look at search
Okay,
up
and
Jimmy
you
Butler-
want to know the now? You want to know the now? He's 3-1 against them this season and game draw in Philly. And
Search
y'all
up-
won, and the Sixers won their last matchup because Derek White didn't get called on an
that was some
and one
BS.
play.
I'm with you. I'm with
It
you.
was some
That's
BS. Yeah, he got fouled. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and
Yeah.
it literally came down to the wire. Y'all were up 8 with like a minute left.
Embiid should have made that shot.
And-
Come on, man.
And Robert Williams wasn't playing. Jaylen Brown wasn't playing. Grant Williams, who's not even in the rotation anymore, was guarding Joel Embiid.
That's so
They-
crazy
like,
that Grant Williams. isn't
There's
out of the rotation.
no lot.
Future
There's
Sixers.
just there's no logical world where I can't see the Sixers beating them. The Celtics have better coaching. They have this one's up for debate. I'll call it equal. One side will call me delusional. The other will be like, oh, you're spin. I don't know. The duos are equal. Joel is by far the best player though. Joel is by far the best player in the series. The duos are equal. It's like Embiid's
I'm
1,
with you.
Tatum and Brown are 2 and 3, and then Harden's 4. Anyway, Celtics bench runs laps on the Sixers bench. And then it comes down to matchups. This will be the first time in a playoff series that we get to see Robert Williams versus Joel Embiid. Will he match the physicality? No, but that's why we have Al Horford for. And again, there's no shutting down Joel Embiid. There's containing him though, and no one does it that better than the Celtics. This is just a big bias argument between me and Danny, but the same thing with the Bucks.
Who's your finals prediction? Celtics who?
It's Celtics Suns. I have the Celtics beating the Suns in 7 or 6 games. I haven't beaten them in 6 games because I really don't like the Suns bench. But same thing with the Bucks. I don't see a recipe for any team in the NBA beating the Boston Celtics in a 7-game series besides
That's fair.
Steph Curry
That's completely fair. bro.
besides the Warriors and Lakers, because LeBron James and Steph Curry have next level playoff and finals experience, and
I'm gonna tell you
Steph
this.
Curry did it before.
I think
so.
LeBron could beat the Celtics in 5 if they play perfectly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, not even close. Not even
That
close.
walks into my finals prediction though. That's the same.
So
We have the same
I
final
have
predictions
Celtics Lakers.
no, and
Yeah, I
on
have
top
Celtics
between
Lakers.
us.
Nope.
Between us, you're in between us,
If-
and your picks are in between us too.
if
sorry.
the Celtics play their best
I'm sorry.
basketball, they could run any team in the league out in probably 6 games. Is my guess. Because when they're playing good basketball, it's good defense, it's turnovers, it's hitting threes at a historical rate.
I'm sorry.
So,
And-
again, I'm
are
worried-
you predicting that? Are you predicting that the people who have similar career paths, Jason Tatum and Jalen Hurts, one is going to lose in the finals and then win the finals, and then one's going to lose in the finals and then win the finals the next year?
I'm cooking, bro. It's gonna be Eagles Chiefs next year again, and Hurts is taking them down. This is such a biased
sorry.
argument.
Eagles,
I'm sorry,
it's gonna
so I
be
have to
Eagles
break this to you.
Bills
I have
the
to-
next.
I have to break this to y'all. Austin Reeves will be playing in the Lakers Celtics series if it does happen. And I'm sorry, brother, but the way Austin played last night, he may be top 3 all the time. Mike, Austin,
Shaq.
whoever else insert there. Yeah, Shaq, not even Brian. Austin Brian right now, because there's no way Austin is in Memphis telling people I'm him. If they come back and go up 2-0, I will be untalk-toable for the next.
How about Rui, bro? How about Rui? Rui's better.
Oh, I knew
tough.
Rui was the fake
He's
Kawhi
tough.
Leonard. He was the fake Kawhi Leonard. He just don't talk. He don't talk as much. He's the fake Kawhi. I told y'all. Feel handy working with Rui Hachimura. I fear he'll be Kawhi Leonard next year. On a
So
steal of a deal.
here's something I wanted to point out, because last week Danny wanted to say that Derek White isn't one of the best shot blocking guards in the league. I want y'all, if y'all can, if there's someone on YouTube, find every play Derek White was guarded and or guarded by Trae Young. It is It's chicken, bro. Derek White,
It's
Derek
chicken.
White would be Derek White would be all NBA if he started like from February on. I promise you, he'd be all NBA. Like Derek White has been so unbelievably good, and what
You
I'm
can't pay him
pointing at
next year,
is
right?
I
I think
don't
he's still under
think he's
contract,
on.
if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think he's under
He's
contract.
got 2
But
years
if
left, I
we
think.
do it,
He's got 2
if
years
we
left.
do have to pay, if we do have to pay him, we pay him, and Smart can get the fuck out of here. But with all due respect to my guy,
Bro, Derek
I
White is
love
literally,
Marcus Smart. Derek,
White's literally half Trae Young. You got half the hairline, half the game.
Yikes.
chill. Look, my man's hair is not
It's
there. But what
terrifying
I
over
will
there.
tell you though is he'll strap your favorite guard. I'll tell you that. You can
He
strap your
got
favorite
summer.
guard.
He got summer hair. Some is here, some are there.
I've
That's
never
gotta make
heard that
whatever.
in my
That's gotta make
life.
whatever. That is the best I've ever heard DC ever. The
Oh
best
my
I've ever
god,
heard.
bro. I've never heard that before. Okay. So my prediction is Suns losing to the Celtics in 6. Danny's is Sixers over Lakers in how many games?
No, mine is Lakers over Sixers in 7.
Predicting your own team to lose is sorry. You cuck.
That's
Sorry.
nice. I love that. I love that.
That's
And I'm doubling
Nico.
down. I got
That's
Lakers
Nico.
in. Go ahead, Tom. I'm trying to think.
That's
I wanna be a
Nico
good
activity,
fan here.
dog. Saying your team gonna lose in the finals. That's straight Sneeko.
But guess what?
Oh, no.
So-
I just see the future. I know that the Philly's gonna have 4 losses within the span of a year.
You know what I did this year. You know what I did. Unfortunately, I bet against LeBron. I knew the Cavs would lose to the Warriors 2 years in a row. I had to bet against my favorite team and play 2 years in a row just because I knew it was going to happen. But this year will be different. It will be Lakers over Celtics in 6.
In 6.
And a half. I know you can't do half games. I know because I
He
really want to say
said-
7. But Tone said it'll take away from my
Credibility.
belief in my
Your
team,
belief.
so I have
It
to
takes
say
away your
6,
belief
yeah.
if you say 7.
So I have to say 6.
But if
6,
you-
6 it is. 6
Yeah.
is I feel.
Definitely.
And my thing
That's
is, no team's built better up to down. There's not too many teams with better coaches. But Lord knows if Joe Mazzulla and Darvin Ham got to coach it out. ooh,
Over.
Yeah. Joe Mazzulla will be licking his chops when he send out that D-Lo Dennis Schroeder lineup.
Oh,
Yeah.
that won't happen.
Come on, man.
I'll make sure to
licking
make the
our
call.
chop. Licking
It
our
will
chops.
not happen.
We're on a Derek White, JB, Tatum, Rob, Horford. My Lord, we
I'm
licking
telling
them
you, let me
chops.
tell you what I watched this year. Lineups filled with, and this is the starting 5, by the way. Dennis Schroeder, Austin Reeves, cool. Troy Brown Jr., not great. Winyan Gabriel, also not great. Those are 4 to 5 starters. And
Yeah, they're
you can throw
bummed,
Andy
man.
Davis,
Come on.
LeBron.
Yeah, nothing topping
was rough.
Vogel's lineup.
That shit was rough.
Nothing's topping Vogel's lineup early last year. He had Isaiah Thomas, Rajon Rondo, and Russell Westbrook on the court together. Unreal. That is an unreal lineup to have
And people
Russell
try to tell
Westbrook
me
running
that the
your
Lakers
3.
were a serious franchise. They tried to tell me
Yeah,
that
it's
last year. When I was watching
Look,
that
bro,
match.
I think Vogel gets a lot of crap, but like Jesus, his roster
Yeah.
was bad. Like
It's
I think
bad.
he was
Yeah,
still
yeah.
pretty good.
He tried his best, yeah.
But alas, it is NFL game time. Danny has a
Outro.
player. Me and Chris are gonna knock this out. But I added something to the game. I have a timer. You have, we'll say 15 seconds to get a question off.
All right, bet.
So it's almost like, do you have your player?
I have my player. Been at it.
All right, got it. All right. I'm gonna start first. Is he currently playing?
Nope.
Is he in the AFC? Or was he in the AFC?
Yes.
Okay, he was in the AFC. Did he play for
Mainly, like 95% of his career. That's what I'll say.
Okay. Gotta restart my timer. Did he play in the AFC North?
No.
Okay.
Did he play in the AFC South?
Nope.
Damn. Did he
trying to help,
play in the AFC East? No, you're good.
Yeah, he did.
AFC
Nice.
East.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, one sec. Sorry, I got to pull up my AFC East teams. Don't worry. It's really quick.
It's the Patriots division.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Oh, well, did he play for the Patriots?
No, we did not. Reverse psychology.
Oh wow.
You got me. You got me.
Majority of his career in that division. Did he play for the Jets?
No, we did not.
We're at 7.
Did he play for the Bills?
Yes, he did.
I know.
Ooh, okay, so he played for the Bills majority of his career. Did he retire within the last 5 years?
No, we did not.
Ooh, he's an old man.
Oh,
Pretty old, I would say.
This play
Pretty old.
He's not old, but he's pretty old.
This play offense?
Yes, he's played offense.
Okay.
Ooh. Did he play in the 2000s?
One year.
Oh, he just got there. No, I got a couple guys in mind.
You can guess. You can take a guess for my question, Tone, if you want to.
Did this? You said he did play offense, right? That's what Chris asked. Okay.
Yep.
Is this player Andre Reed?
Yes, sir.
Kutztown University legend. Yes, sir.
I had to do it. He born in PA, born in Allentown, went to Kutztown. He's a GOAT. Andre Reed, one of the best players in NFL history. He's one of the
Don't worry about it.
He's underrated, man. He's
I'm
underrated.
about to look
I
it up
appreciate Chris,
because
let me take the game-winning shot. Like Chris like LeBron in the way, you don't force it, you pass it to the open teammate who makes the game. It's smart plays. But Danny, thank you for making that so much easier. We ran his actual player last week. No way. No way. Like
the Brickshaw Ferguson was my actual player.
Yeah, bro, get out of here, dude. Like I should have pulled out like Deion Sanders, but on
dog
the
bacon treat. That's a dog bacon treat.
That's a classic, man. But that's just about everything we got for you guys today. The DB prospect review, the game one overreactions, our final predictions. That was fun. And yeah, we usually record on a Wednesday. It's Monday. We had to bring it to you early. Danny, we're going to get you out of here to enjoy your game. But first, to our listeners.
Right on the road, 15 minutes from now. Yeah. Let's go.
Exactly. But to our listeners, if you're listening on a podcast platform, leave a 5-star review, give us a download, and then come over onto the YouTube, leave a subscription. We're on the road to 200. Leave a like on this video, and then vice versa. If you're watching on YouTube, head on over to your favorite listening platform. Leave us a download, like 5 stars. From DC, CB, and AP, you guys have a good one. We'll make sure we see you guys next week.
Stay woke.
See y'all.
Bro, what?